You walked into the bathroom, closed the door, and before you could even take a breath, you already know what that sound is. You don't even react anymore. It's just your life now. But here's what nobody tells you. That scratch at the door, that tiny paw sliding underneath, that's not your cat being annoying. That's your cat telling you something. And by the end of this video, you're going to hear exactly what it is. Okay, so before we get into this, you need to know one thing. Your cat doesn't see you the way you think it does. Dr. John Bradshaw, an anthrozoologist at the University of Bristol, spent literally decades studying how cats see the world. And what he found? Your cat doesn't think of you as their owner. They think of you as a fellow cat, a bigger one, a trusted one, but still one of their own kind. And once you understand that, everything your cat does starts to make a completely different kind of sense, including the bathroom thing. So, 6 reasons. Let's go. Here's something your cat decided a long time ago. This house, not yours. Well, yours, sure, but in your cat's mind, this is shared territory. Every room, every corner, every warm patch of sunlight on the floor, all jointly claimed. Bradshaw, Casey, and Brown documented this in The Behavior of the Domestic Cat. Cats in shared households actively maintain territory in every space their trusted companions use. They scent mark it, they patrol it, they monitor it. And your bathroom? Warm air, humidity. Your scent concentrated more than almost anywhere else in the home. To a cat's nose, which is 14 times more powerful than yours, that room is basically a signature, a full profile of you sitting in one place. So when you walk in and close that door, you're not just taking some privacy, you're blocking access to a room your cat already considers part of their map. And cats? They don't do well with blocked access. That's reason 1, and it's just the beginning. Okay, stop for a second. I need you to actually picture this. You're sitting in the bathroom. You can't move fast. You're in an enclosed space. You're focused on something else. From a survival standpoint, and your cat's brain absolutely still runs on survival instincts, you are in that moment the most physically vulnerable you'll be all day. Now, in Dr. Bradshaw's research on feral cat colonies, he documented something that doesn't get talked about enough. Cats, even independent ones, exhibit monitoring behavior around trusted companions when those companions become still or vulnerable. They move closer, they stay alert, they face outward, not to watch you, to watch for you. That cat isn't staring at you. That cat is standing between you and anything that might come through that door. It's a 10,000-year-old instinct, running right now, in your bathroom. We're 2 reasons in, and I haven't even gotten to the one that science only confirmed 6 years ago. Reason 4 is the one that changes everything. Don't go anywhere. Real quick, have you ever noticed your cat goes absolutely still when you turn on the faucet? Like, not just curious, locked in. There's a reason for that. Your cat's ancestors, the African wildcat, Felis libica, evolved in environments where water sources were everything. And here's what they learned over thousands of generations. Running water is safe. Still water isn't. Stagnant pools breed parasites. Running streams don't. That instinct never left. Dr. Bradshaw documented it across his research on wild and domestic cat behavior. Cats show a persistent evolutionary preference for moving water over still water. It's not a preference, it's a program. And your bathroom has a faucet. That runs every single time you go in. From your cat's deep evolutionary memory, that faucet is the cleanest, safest water source in your entire home. You're not just going to the bathroom, you're opening the gates to the water supply. Okay, I've been building to this one. In 2019, Dr. Kristen Vitale and her team at Oregon State University published a study in Current Biology. They used the exact same behavioral framework that psychologists use to measure attachment in human infants. You know, the kind of bond a baby has with its parent. The kind where even a brief separation causes real, measurable distress. They applied that framework to cats and their owners. And what they found stopped a lot of people in the field. Cats form secure attachment bonds with their owners, real ones. The same neurological and behavioral pattern. The same baseline of emotional security. The same measurable stress when that security is interrupted, even for 2 minutes, even behind a bathroom door. And this wasn't new either. Back in 2002, Dr. Stephanie Schwartz analyzed 136 clinical cases of feline separation anxiety, published in the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association. 136 cats. Documented cases, crying at doors, pacing, distress behaviors triggered by even brief separations from their owners. That paw under the door isn't a habit. It isn't a quirk. It is your cat. Your actual living, breathing cat. Experiencing something that looks remarkably close to missing you. 3 minutes. And they miss you. Tell me that doesn't hit different now. If you're watching this and thinking about your cat right now, you're exactly who this channel is for. Hit subscribe. New video every week. All of it this level of research and depth. Now, reason 5. And this one's less emotional and more impressive, because it turns out your cat has been doing something clever this whole time. Here's something Dr. Sarah Ellis, feline behavior expert at International Cat Care and co-author of The Trainable Cat, has documented across years of behavioral research. Cats are exceptionally good at identifying which of their actions produce the response they want from their owners. Not sometimes, consistently. They test, they observe, they repeat what works. The first time your cat followed you and you acknowledged them, even for 10 seconds, that outcome was registered. Behavior, follow to bathroom. Result, attention received. Conclusion, do this again. But here's the part that gets me. Why the bathroom specifically? Because everywhere else, you keep moving. You get up, you walk to another room, you pick up your phone, you're never fully, completely still. In the bathroom, you stop. For 2 whole minutes, you are the most available and stationary you will be all day. Your cat didn't accidentally discover this. They noticed a pattern in your routine, and they showed up for the window it opened. We've been through 5 reasons: territory, ancient instinct, evolutionary memory, genuine attachment, learned behavior. That's it. That's the answer underneath every answer. Dr. Vitale's 2019 research described cats with strong owner bonds as showing what scientists call a secure base relationship, meaning you are the emotional center of their world, the place they return to, the presence that makes everything else feel safe. And they didn't assign that to you randomly. They watched you over weeks, over months, over every single quiet moment you shared without even knowing you were being evaluated. And at some point, they decided, this one. I trust this one. Dr. Bradshaw's decades of research kept returning to the same finding. The cats who seek proximity most consistently, the ones who follow, who monitor, who stay close during quiet moments, are the cats who have formed the deepest bonds. Not because they need something, because they've chosen someone. The bathroom is just the room where that choice shows up most clearly. 3 things before you go. If you want more privacy, don't shut them out cold. Give them a puzzle feeder right before you go in. You're redirecting the attention need, not removing it. That's the difference between a cat that accepts it and one that doubles down on the scratching. If the anxiety is intense, frantic crying, obsessive scratching, distress that doesn't settle when you return, that matches what Dr. Schwartz documented clinically. That level of separation response is worth talking to your vet about. It's real, it's recognized, and it's manageable. And get a water fountain. The running water preference is hardwired. A fountain satisfies it on their terms, not yours. Better hydration, healthier kidneys. One of the simplest things you can do. Next time that paw slides under the door, you're going to remember this. Not because it's a cool fact, but because now you know what it actually means. 6,000 years of evolution, documented attachment research, learned behavior, ancient instinct, all showing up quietly, persistently under your bathroom door. Drop a comment. Which reason hit you hardest? I want to know. And subscribe if you want your cat to make this kind of sense every single week. I'll see you in the next one.